Hello, I wanted to check in. Today is Thursday, June 21st. Happy summer solstice. Okay, so this is my second time getting blood work this week. So we were here on Monday for preliminary blood work. They did give me a call. It took a while. I was worried because the nurses didn't call me back the same day, but they did end up calling me the next day, right? Yeah, they called me by Tuesday, and they were saying that they wanted me to come back in for blood work. They said that I would have, so I won't get like the full rundown of what the meaning of all my test results are, even though they all came into my UPMC portal. So I started like researching things, and then I was like, okay, Kaitlin, like just relax, like you are not a medically trained professional. The closest you'll ever get is to play one on TV. So anyways, I went in here because my prolactin was high. Now, my prolactin was high back in October when CNY did my preliminary work, and I was all on guard about it because of living Rosa. And after their first two IVFs, they ended up checking Mandy's prolactin, and she had to take medicine to help lower her prolactin. And I was like, hey, my prolactin's high. Is this something I need to be concerned about? And CNY did not seem concerned. Maybe it's because I was carrying and it didn't matter for releasing eggs, etc. But now that we're looking at IUI, maybe it's because of a new clinic, I'm not sure, but now they're looking at my prolactin. Oh, my left eye is watering. The nurse kept saying, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? I'm like, I'm just allergies all up in here. Anyways, so came back to recheck my prolactin. This time they wanted me to fast from the night before, and they wanted to make sure that I didn't drink anything this morning. So definitely had different because things like that, and they're like no sex because they're all the because sexual activity, what you eat and what you drink can all and also where you are in your cycle. Also, just having a breast exam before they take your blood work can all affect your prolactin levels. These are all things that I've learned from the internet. So anyways, so got that stuff done. Things that I have noticed with going through through McGee. So far, they've been actually really great about time. The first initial appointment was long, and it felt like we were there forever. But after that first appointment, all these blood works and so like the counselor, we were in and out. Both of these blood works this week, they've gotten me in and out early. So pretty impressed with that. Scheduling is just a pain in the patootie. So when the nurse called, she said that I needed to call the scheduling line to try to get in to have my follow-up with Dr. Katari on like day 21 of my cycle, something like that. So like between July 5th and so she gave me a date range. So I was like, fine. Called the scheduler. The scheduler was not able to get into the system. This is why. So in the system, they now have 15-minute increments, and that now in the way that they have it, I need 45 minutes for a follow-up. And so they didn't have a 45-minute chunk for me until the end of August. And I was like, I'm not really comfortable with that. I would like to get in sooner if possible. And she's like, I can't do anything for you. I was like, are you sure? And she's like, you need to call the nurse again. So every time you call the nurse, you get a nurse eventually, but you have to leave a message and then they call you back. So the way this went is I called the nurse, left a message, the nurse called me, we talked, I called the scheduler, then I had to call the nurse, leave a message, the nurse called me. So it's just a lot of back and forth, and had to be flexible. And the nurse eventually said, like, I can fit you in on July 2nd, here's the time. And I was like, I don't know if I can make that work. And Stephanie's like, what is our priority? Yeah, a lot of things right now have been reevaluating what our priority is, and our priority is to try to expand our family. When looking at jobs and scheduling, etc., trying to remember that this is our priority. I had to make another job shift for us, and it was really emotional and hard for me, because it just, one of the side jobs that I had just was not working out as far as scheduling and flexibility and time, and I was exhausted. Last week I worked 3 jobs, which, I mean, again, I'm very grateful for the opportunities. I was so excited to have my last week and have my shows for Ideal. I was excited to start camp, but the 3 of those things together, I was so burnt out. I currently have not had a day off. Today is the 21st, and I have not had a day off since the 8th, which, I mean, some people go longer, but for me, I found that that is my limit, and I am tired. I cannot wait for Saturday. Saturday is my first day off since the 8th, and I'm like over the moon. It's also Stephanie's birthday weekend, so send those happy birthday messages if you can. Anyways, love you guys. We're doing well. We're sticking with the course. We're doing all the things that we're supposed to, and we're just testing, and they'll let us know what the next step is for IUI. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Thanks for following along on our TTC journey. If you haven't already, click subscribe and follow us at the Muczyks on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.